So hello everyone, in this video we see Mikhail Tal's game. So Mikhail Tal play with white pieces and unknown player play with black. So Tal starts with e4, c5, knight to f3, e6, Sicilian defense French variation, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight to c6, knight to c3, a6, cover this b5 square, bishop to e2, preparing for castle on king side, queen to c7 and Tal castles king side, b5, create space for his bishop. So Tal exchange his knight, knight takes knight, queen takes knight, bishop to f4, bishop to b7. So black's target is on king side. So Tal continue with bishop to f3. So Tal want to move his pawn and create pressure on queen. So black continue with. So black want to push his e pawn to create pressure on bishop. But if Tal moves his pawn, then black continue with d5 and stop this pressure coming from bishop. So Tal continue with rook to e1 and black continue with e5. Create pressure on bishop. But Tal didn't save his bishop and sacrifice his bishop and continue with a4. But black didn't take this bishop and black take this pawn on a4. If black take this bishop, then this pawn could, then Tal could move his pawn ahead and create pressure on queen. And also threat is clear. And if black continue with d5, then he takes b5 and also pressure on queen. And if it takes b5, then Tal could exchange his rook, and after bishop takes rook, bishop takes d5 and pressure on queen and also on bishop. So after saving queen, Tal could take this bishop. And you can see that black's king side minor pieces are not developed and black's king is in center. So black didn't take this bishop and black continue with b takes a4, rook takes a4, queen to c7 to prevent this threat after moving pawn. So Tal continue with knight to d5 and create pressure on queen. So black exchange his bishop and Tal take with his queen and also create pressure on rook. So black can't take this bishop because black rook has no support. So black first save his rook. Tal didn't save his bishop and continue with rook takes a6. And finally black take this bishop and Tal continue with e5. So black fell on Tal's idea. So Tal want to open this e file to create pressure on king. So black continue with d takes e5 and Tal continue with queen to b5 check, and if king moves to e7 then rook takes e5 check, and this sixth rank is covered by rook and also this diagonal is covered. So king has only one move, and if king moves then rook to e8 is mate. If black want to save his checkmate, then black has to take this rook with his queen. But then black would lose his queen and also black's king is weak. So Tal could checkmate in few moves. But black continue with queen to d7 and Tal continue with rook takes e5 check, knight to d7 and Tal's final move, bishop to c6, and after bishop to c6 black resigned here because this knight is pinned, so knight can't capture this bishop. And if black continue with rook takes bishop, then rook to a8 check, and if rook to c8 then rook takes rook is mate, and if black continue with queen to c8 Then also queen takes rook check, and this queen is pinned. So after moving king, checkmate comes. And if queen to d8, then also queen takes rook is mate. So after bishop to c6 check, black resigned here.